you think we can do to get more youth in the church? I'm asking Rochelle and Mr. Garcia. What do you think we can do to get more youth in the church?
I think it's most important that our adults in the church have a better relationship with our youth that are in the church. Um, that raising up a child is not only just at home; it's also in the church, which is God's house. I think that our older people need to start having conversations, get more involved in the young people's life. Raising them up, as well biblically, so that our young people can go out to their peers and be able to spread the word that way. And I think that's the main. I think that's the main way of getting young people in church through the young people that's already in church. And I also think that our churches need to have programs that are geared more toward the young people. Make church interesting for the young people. I think we're so caught up in the usual, um, where we have these the services where the young people aren't involved, and that kind of pushes them away from being active in the church.
If you're open-minded to what the youth want to do instead of just the usual, because if you continue to have just the usual, nothing's going to change. And with the older adults in the church, they want to stick to that and don't want to evolve or be open-minded to what the youth want to do. Every time the youth want to say something, they always shut them down and not listen to them. If they give them a chance and listen to them, you might just get more youth in the church. You might just get what you actually want. You can go out to different churches, different Seventh-day Adventist churches, see what they do, and see if it might work for us, work for our church.
To make us better.
Yes, to get more youth out here. If all the youth come together, if all the youth of the churches come together and like brainstorm and have like an outside event, youth attract other youth. So if we have an outside event and either morning or night, you have an outside event and you're having a good time praising Jesus, you're gonna attract more young people. You're gonna attract young people and older people.
1 Corinthians 12:12 through 14. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many.
You know, I lost my baby brother in 2005 from a gun violence. That made me reach out to the young people in the neighborhood. And I got another brother that shot up, paralyzed, doing 20 years in prison, lost him. You know, and then my mom died in 2008. A week after my mom died, my stepdad died, granddaddy died, three of my uncles died. It was so much stuff that was going on, and I didn't understand. But God, I understand to be present with the Lord, you must be absent from the body. So I thank God for His word. His word had already come from me. It was the blood that covered me, you know. And I know by His blood and by His stripes that I'm healed through anything that I'm going through. Like I said before, if God went through it, what makes you think that we're going to get an easy handout? So I had to have an understanding. And as a young age, and as a young man, I thank God that He blessed me with an understanding as a young age, because I got so many friends that is my age and their mind is lost. They strung out on drugs. They in prison. They gave their life to the streets, and the whole time God was there, but they ignored Him. The whole time God was right there with me, but I listened. I sat back and said, well, God, there got to be something greater than this. There got to be something on the other side that you got for me.
But it's real. I'm gonna tell you. I was a Pathfinder director back in 2006. Right, I had over like 40 plus kids. Right, I went back and checked the stats. I just got a call that one of my young persons just robbed somebody at gunpoint, and they're still in jail right now. I got another call that two of my young people with family members that joined a gang, and one of them had got shot in the leg. I got another call that another maybe like 2 months back, or a couple, maybe like a couple of months back, one of the young people having a second baby, and I don't think she's even over 18, 19 yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, one, the church need accountability. Because I know since I left working with the young people in 2006 to become law enforcement, no one has come back and really worked with these young people and call them and say, how you doing? I haven't seen you in church. We miss you. Anything. So they just get caught up in the work. We got to, like you said, we have to have a relationship. People say right. The older people don't have a relationship with the young people. The young people are just out there just blowing in the wind. If you call them, you know, if they would just call them and say, hey, we care about you, we miss you, man, how you been? But we're not doing that. And our young people are just being left to society, and they're not leaders. A lot of them are followers. So whatever